Welcome to Engineering News Record's 2021 National Top 20 Under 40 Awards presentation. Please welcome the publisher of ENR, Scott Seltz.
Hello and welcome to Engineering News Record's Top 20 Under 40 National Awards. ENR's annual Top Young Professionals program honors the best of the next generation of construction industry professionals across 10 regions. I'd like to congratulate each of the young professionals being honored today on the national level, as well as all of the regional winners. You've all caught the attention of our industry and of the ENR judges by rising above and going above and beyond through your drive, tenacity, and leadership skills. I'd like to give a special thanks to this year's team of industry judges for our national Top 20 Under 40 contest, and their names are on the screen now. These types of awards are only possible because of the commitment of our industry judges in reviewing, discussing, and carefully considering all of the criteria for our awards programs. So a heartfelt thanks from me, not only to these judges, but to all of you who have given us your time. Look for an in-depth feature later this year that will showcase the 2021 winners and their perspectives on issues affecting the construction industry today. Now I'm happy to turn things over to two of our own top young professionals. ENR's Texas and Louisiana regional editor and Southwest regional co-editor, Louise Poirier, who is joined by ENR's Mid-Atlantic and New England regional editor, Justin Rice. Louise, Justin, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you for supporting this great program. When Justin and I met with the class of 2020 last year via Zoom, we were hoping our 2021 class would see a return to an in-person event, but instead, our fingers remain crossed for that in 2022. So while we are celebrating with you online again this year, we have expanded the award aspect of the 20 Under 40 program. Justin, can you explain?
I'd be glad to, Louise. Starting in 2010, ENR's 10 regional editors recognized construction's best and brightest in its Top Young Professionals competition. In 2017, ENR took the competition to the national level. The 2021 Top 20 Under 40 winners were selected out of nearly 400 entries received last summer during the regional Top Young Professionals competition. These nominees represent all parts of the construction industry and came from all 50 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico. Panels of independent industry judges in each of the 10 regions selected up to 20 winners to represent that region. Profiles of all these winners are being published this year in each regional magazine. The highest scoring candidates from each of the 10 regional contests were then scrutinized by a new panel of judges to select a national Top 20 Under 40 list that represents the best of young leaders from across the country.
We asked each honoree to submit a video that would give us a brief glimpse into what makes them tick, either in personal or professional aspects of their life, in 1 minute or less. So let's see how our winners did.
For each of our top 20, we will play a brief ENR-produced highlight video that will be followed by the honorees' video. So let's get started. This public servant promotes sustainable transportation.
Jerilee Anderson. 10 years ago, Anderson co-founded Green Roads Foundation, now the Sustainable Transportation Board, to promote sustainability education and certify transportation projects through its Green Roads rating system, an instruction manual for measuring and managing sustainability on streets, highways, bridges, rails, and trails. Under Anderson's leadership, the firm has grown from a small nonprofit of 4 volunteers to a global organization with over 43 volunteers, a full-time operations staff, and more than 5,000 users in 64 countries. In 2013, President Obama recognized Anderson and the work at Green Roads as a champion of change for transportation technology in the 21st century. And in 2018, Anderson was elected as a council member for the city of Redmond, Washington, where she currently serves as council vice president. Washington Governor Jay Inslee recently appointed Anderson to the State of Washington Public Works Board, which provides financial and technical assistance to Washington communities for critical infrastructure.
My name is Jerilee Anderson, and I'm a construction engineer with a passion for sustainability. I believe it is time to change the game in infrastructure. Climate change is time critical, and sustainable transportation is the future. The world is building tomorrow's infrastructure today. Infrastructure is fundamental to communities and economies, and I am committed to making sure public works works for the public it serves, 1 mile at a time.
This young professional provides vision for the team by empowering leadership.
Jacob Blanton. Blanton's broad understanding of engineering operations and project management, combined with empowering leadership, has enabled him to provide a vision for his team that has grown 128% in 3 years. Blanton's design and management experience includes leading 6 transmission and distribution departments region-wide. Blanton was promoted to project manager following 4 years of project engineering that included leading 2 of oil, gas, and energy's largest multi-million-dollar projects, each involving the design and construction of some 100 miles of transmission to provide more affordable power to customers in Oklahoma and Arkansas. Blanton has helped raise nearly $290,000 since 2018 for United Way through an annual campaign fundraiser. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic, he has remained committed to creating jobs for the next generation of engineers.
The thing that I like about engineering is you get involved in a project, you get to put a lot of time into investing in it and developing it, and at the end of the day, things will improve society and allow people to live a more comfortable life. The biggest influencers on the person that I am today is my family, my wife and my 2 children. My dad was a ship captain, ran his own business. He taught me the value of working hard, being true to your commitments, and not giving up. My mom was the director of an ER and a nurse. She taught me about the value of a positive attitude, being a positive influence in the workspace, and always knowing that regardless of what challenges are today, tomorrow will come, and to always do your best in the moment. I am a result of my family. We work hard, we're driven, we're loyal, and we're very direct. I'm just grateful to work with such a great team and work for such a great company where, opportunities like this are possible.
This associate engineer strives to improve communities through structural engineering innovation.
Elizabeth Brownell. Brownell is passionate about bettering communities through innovative structural engineering solutions. She has spent more than a decade designing bridges and preparing construction bid documents for both the Maine and the Massachusetts Departments of Transportation, as well as private owners. Her recent work in Maine includes working as project engineer during the design phase for the Yarmouth Public Safety Building. She also serves as project manager on the Staples Bridge replacement project in North Berwick. At Mass Highway, Brownell investigated concrete ceiling panel connections in the Big Dig tunnels and recommended other repairs to the I-90 tunnel system following the tragic ceiling panel collapse in 2006. Since 2011, Brownell has promoted the advancement of women through her leadership in the Maine chapter of the Women's Transportation Seminar, growing the organization to more than 60 members. As WTS Scholarship Chair, she coordinated, evaluated, and awarded scholarships to Maine high school seniors.
Hi, I'm Liz Brownell, and I'm an associate with Thornton Tomasetti in Portland, Maine, and I'm honored to be recognized as one of ENR's top young professionals of 2021. I love that I get to work in a profession that inspires me and challenges me every day, and over this past year especially, while working from home, my kids have had a glimpse into what I do, and it's been really fun to see them get excited about my work. I also love that through my work at TT and with WTS, I'm able to mentor and support young women who are interested in pursuing STEM or transportation-related careers. I'm continually inspired by the motivation and accomplishments of these young women and students I've gotten to know. So thank you. It's really nice to have been nominated and recognized.
This go-to manager is now tasked with leading the company.
Martin Downs. 18 years after joining Creamer as an intern, Downs now serves as president of the 1,200-employee specialty construction firm. Few people have been better prepared to take on the challenge of leading an organization into its second century of business. Long known within the firm as the go-to manager for the most complex and challenging assignments, Downs' experience includes hundreds of transportation and municipal infrastructure projects around the country. Downs made an immediate impact as president by implementing a sweeping company reorganization to streamline operations and improve efficiency. Downs has also applied his deep understanding of union work requirements and collective bargaining agreements to foster mutually supportive labor relations. That includes upholding Creamer's commitment to protecting employees and the public via daily education and certification activities at the company's Training and Development Center.
Hi everybody. Let me start by thanking ENR for the recognition in this award. It is quite the honor. So who am I and what makes me, me? Well, most important, my family. Without my wife Alana, my two daughters Charlotte and Juliana, and our most recent addition Ryan, I would most certainly not be who I am today. They keep me grounded, balanced, and most important, in check. Whether at home or in the office, I don't morph into a different type of leader. It drains too much energy and creates unnecessary stress. So those that I lead, luckily, get to enjoy my authentic self, for better or for worse. And if you ask those that I work with at Creamer, my most prevalent trait, undoubtedly competitive, would be the top. While this typically served me well in terms of my career and the physical challenges I enjoy outside of work, I'm still working on how to shut it down when appropriate. For example, there's just no practical reason I need to beat my 8- and 4-year-old daughters in every game of Guess Who we play. But I am who I am, most definitely a work in progress. But I'm enjoying my journey, and being recognized by ENR is most certainly a highlight. So thank you again for this honor.
Transparency and strong communication skills guide this young leader.
Andrew Gilstrap. Gilstrap began his career as a project engineer at J.E. Dunn and has worked on many award-winning projects, including Spire Denver and the Sugar Cube. He is currently leading the team delivering 3 buildings on the Spur campus at the National Western Center, projects valued at more than $150 million. Colleagues note his transparency and strong communication skills in managing complex projects. His leadership of an $8 million confidential semiconductor project is credited with turning the one-time project into a $200 million multi-year, multi-project relationship with the client. Serving his alma mater, Gilstrap mentors students in Colorado State University's construction management program and shares real-world industry experience with students by providing tours and presentations to classes and driving engagement with CSU NWC's Work Now and Big Green initiatives.
My family has always been my number one priority. This is something that was instilled in me at a young age, and this further plays out today with the great partnership that I have with my wife, Melissa. I think when you have your priorities straight, it's pretty easy to strike a good work-life balance. I think my leadership style can be described as servant leadership, whether it is our clients, other project stakeholders, or our internal team. I try to put their needs above my own and have a whatever it takes attitude to get the job done. My hope is that what I'm building now will be remembered as making a positive impact. I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of opportunity within the organization and want to continue to make opportunities for others and support them in being successful in those endeavors so that we can continue to make a positive impact.
This tech-focused architect breaks ground at his firm and the AIA.
Ryan Johnson. With his extensive experience with computer technology and coding, Johnson, who was appointed as Clark Nexon's first computational design specialist in 2020, has used his skills to transform design processes and, in turn, the built environment. Johnson started at the firm 15 years ago as a design intern and was instrumental in the firm's adoption of building information modeling. In 2015, Johnson founded the architectural firm's Tech Studio as a vehicle for technology innovation focusing on design and workflow. Johnson currently chairs the American Institute of Architects Technology in Architecture Practice National Knowledge Community, which is a resource for the architectural profession and the public as emerging technologies become increasingly critical. In 2020, Johnson was appointed to the AIA's COVID-19 Business Task Force, which has created resources for architects focused on resilience and strategies for business continuity.
I'm Ryan Johnson, and I'm an architect and computational designer at Clark Nexon. I'm honored to be named in the top 20 under 40 this year. My passion has always been architecture and how technology can move our industry forward. I believe there's a relationship in the tools we use to create and what is created. For me, it's leveraging technology for things like optimizing material uses in facades, utilizing the digital fabrication tools the industry already has in its shops, understanding the impact of glass and shading elements on energy and daylighting, or improving processes and data flows on projects. One of the things I ask when I talk to people about technology is, why are you in the AEC industry? Are you trying to improve the environment, design, or our society? It really comes down to, why do you do what you do? Then, how can we use the advancements in technology to help you solve the unsolvable problems that you face? Some of my proudest accomplishments have been when I've leveraged technology and computational design to answer these questions.
This engineering prodigy excels on demanding projects.
Jerry Lewis. As PCL's newest and youngest construction manager, Lewis's resume reads like a professional with twice his experience. With a talent for problem solving and gifted at math, Lewis began studying engineering at the age of 10. As each year passed, Lewis's knowledge and love for engineering grew, and he attended Florida A&M University, where he earned a bachelor's in science in civil engineering and a master of science in civil engineering with a concentration in structural. Since joining PCL in 2010, he has excelled at managing some of PCL's most demanding projects, including 3 ENR Best Project recipients: Streamsong Resort 2014, Wizarding World of Harry Potter 2016, and Bank of California Stadium 2018. In the past year, Lewis delivered high-profile, fast-track projects totaling more than $150 million in construction, including Jurassic World and the Dodger Stadium center field renovation.
I'm Jerry Lewis, a construction manager at PCL Construction. Integrity, honesty, and inspiring others is the foundation of who I am. I've been able to lead iconic projects in Orlando and Los Angeles. These projects are predominantly in the entertainment realm, such as sports stadiums and theme parks. And what makes me excited about these projects is the team. Being able to mentor and leave lasting impressions on their lives, personally and professionally. And what motivates me and sometimes keeps me up late at night is being a great father and husband to my daughter and wife. So I leave you with my internal mantra. Be who you are without doubt or question. God bless.
This mentor-minded architect elevates his firm's higher education practice group.
Bradley J. Lockwood. In 2008, as a graduate from one of the country's top architectural programs at Virginia Tech, Bradley Lockwood was honored with the American Institute of Architects Henry Adams Medal for Excellence in Architecture. At Mosley Architects, Lockwood continued to impress, quickly being named manager of the firm's 2 largest university clients, James Madison University and Old Dominion University. In 2018, working as a managing principal, Lockwood re-established the firm's higher education studio in Raleigh, quickly growing the firm's work in that market. Lockwood also took part in the $42 million rebuilding of UNC Wilmington's Dobo Hall, which was destroyed by Hurricane Florence in 2018, the state's largest emergency project to date. Additionally, Lockwood was involved with the first 2 design-build procurements initiated through North Carolina's State Construction Office.
It's an honor to be included in this year's ENR 20 Under 40. I've been incredibly blessed and privileged to have worked with some amazing clients and AEC professionals so far in my career. We in this industry have a unique opportunity to leave a lasting imprint on our communities. And we can do that by meeting our clients where they are as individuals and people to design solutions with them that really meet their needs. And by building trust, not only with our clients, but with each other, because we all want to be successful. And if we can do that, we will enrich the lives of countless people who use our buildings day in and day out, but who will never know the work that went into those projects. I'm incredibly proud to be a member of the AEC community, and congratulations to all the other honorees this year.
This honoree is a fierce advocate for accessible, inclusive environments.
Danielle McCray. Safe and efficient multimodal mobility has been the focus of McCray's career, with projects ranging from preparing a long-range multimodal transportation strategy for the District of Columbia to developing access plans for 7 urban national wildlife refuges with recommendations for eliminating barriers to underserved and underrepresented communities. McCray's passion for cultivating inclusive environments began at Kimley Horn through participation on the firm's Diversity and Inclusion Committee and its LIFT initiative to recruit, develop, and retain female employees. McCray also donates her time to a variety of industry organizations, such as WTS, serving as membership chair and mentor for WTS's Washington, D.C. chapter. McCray's volunteer interests also include supporting youth who want to be engineers by partnering with the nonprofit Beauty Within, a youth empowerment and mentoring organization for girls aged 9 through 13.
Hi, my name is Danielle McCray. I am originally from Lynchburg, Virginia, and I really appreciate making meaningful connections with people. Whether it's on my project teams alongside with clients to address transportation issues and find meaningful solutions. I also appreciate connecting with people in the communities I serve. Finding ways to authentically connect and find common ground is really important, and that's a passion of mine. Recently, over the past few years, I found a new appreciation for connections outdoors. So through project work, I've had an opportunity to explore different national parks, and I even took a trip with friends and covered 5 national parks in 5 days. Over the past 6 months, though, I've taken more solo hikes by myself and found ways to connect outdoors, and that's been really helpful and I think important during these times.
This engineer devotes her career to water management issues.
Courtney ONeill. A water resources engineer with 14 years' experience, O'Neill's career started at Texas Cooperative Extension, where she wrote publications and gave educational presentations across the United States on a variety of water and wastewater issues, including septic systems, rainwater harvesting, and stormwater management. This work piqued her interest in water management issues and led her to pursue her master's in civil engineering, after which O'Neill worked for West Consultants Incorporated as a hydraulic engineer. Her work included projects for a diversified client base ranging from floodplain mapping studies for private developers to developing and analyzing flood models for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Since joining AECOM in 2011, O'Neill has worked on technical projects as a water resources planner, and she is currently America's practice lead for watershed resilience planning.
Hi, my name is Courtney ONeill, and I'm a water resources engineer at AECOM. In addition to my technical role as a water resources planner, I'm also helped building up a national practice for holistic watershed resilience planning. I also help manage the national water resources market sector. In my role as deputy manager, I coordinate a team of national experts, keep track of our bookings and projections, and develop strategic plans. My passion for water, and more specifically for watershed management, has what's really driven me in this field. In addition to loving working on the large-scale master plans that I get to work on, it's also led me to become actively involved in fundraising for Water for People, I strongly believe in their mission to bring water and clean sanitation around the world. In my free time, I love to hang out with or host my friends, go hiking, paddle boarding, in general, just hanging out with my 2 little terriers and my husband. My husband and I really enjoy traveling, and although we didn't get to travel much this year, we recently took a fantastic trip to Vietnam and Cambodia. When we can't get away for big trips, we love exploring the beautiful Pacific Northwest and going camping and hiking as much as possible. Thank you so much for this award and for giving me the opportunity to tell you a little bit more about myself.
This young professional is enhancing design and construction quality both internally and industry-wide.
Atul Parolkar. Throughout his career, Parolkar has successfully delivered and supported more than $40 billion worth of projects in the U.S. and overseas. They include major development programs at New York City's airports, ExxonMobil's non-road diesel project, and the Brain and Cognitive Science Center at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Along with helping to shape the built environment, he has applied his skills to Holt Construction's transformative and redevelopment initiatives to help the firm improve project performance and execution. In addition to mentoring countless young people at the outset of their own career journeys, he established an Architectural Excellence Award to honor Minal Pankal, a college classmate who was one of 32 victims of the tragic 2007 shooting at the school.
My mom was breaking social and professional barriers long before I was born, but somehow gave me possibilities even when the chips were down for us. And my wife Shabani, she's my North Star to be a better person, but there's a long way to go there, by the way. I have leaned hard, though, over the last decade or so on my family and my friends, and it really takes a village to enable me to be here. I have had to do that little bit extra to overcome prejudice about my looks or because I sound different. But I've also had mentors who have positioned me for success, and I think gestures like theirs enable me to recognize other talent too. So when this recognition came along, I still did the dishes, still took the trash out, wasn't smarter than the day before. So even though nothing changes, what does change is it puts a fire in the belly to do that little bit better. So watch out for these 20 names over the next decade or so, not for what brought us here, but for what we can do going forward.
This architect advocates for healthcare for all.
Aaron Peavy. Trained in architecture and psychology, Peavy is a licensed architect and researcher who considers her calling to be using research to help advocate for and design healthcare for all. Peavy is an active contributor to the healthcare and design research communities and serves as an industry scholar at Cornell University. From 2017 through 2019, Peavy worked on a $300 million surgical tower for Texas Health Resources in Fort Worth, serving as a planner, researcher, and job captain. In June, Peavy started a successful podcast called Shared Space that uses storytelling and science to explore the hidden structures of environments and how they shape social connection, human behavior, and health. Peavy served as research chair and trustee for the Academy of Architecture for Health Foundation for close to a decade and was the youngest board member in history.
Growing up, I always knew I wanted a career that allowed me to care for other people and give voice to vulnerable populations. And I'll always remember when I first learned about the power of the built environment to help people to heal, to help people to live more healthy, connected lives, and to create stronger communities. And I was just instantly hooked. And that intersection between health and the built environment is really where I've spent my career. And I feel so fortunate to be able to work with such amazing clients that share this mission for service and are living that out every single day.
This architect helps clients navigate COVID-19 challenges in the workplace.
Lauren Amber Prestenbach. Prestenbach was named a principal at Powers Brown Architecture just 1 year after joining the firm. With undergraduate degrees in biology, psychology, and interior design, her diverse training sets her apart on interior design projects. Prestenbach's background was a perfect fit to help spearhead the firm's Safe Work Return Roadmap, turnkey design and research to help their clients navigate the challenges of COVID-19 in the workplace. As Vice President of Advocacy for the Rocky Mountain chapter of the International Interior Design Association, Prestenbach worked with a team to help pass legislation legally recognizing and licensing interior design professionals in Colorado. The bill was signed into law on April 1st, 2020.
I'm Lauren Amber Prestenbach. Living in Colorado for the last 5 years has allowed me the opportunity to advocate in a leadership role for the interior design profession by working directly with our legislators on a bill that was passed last June 2020, and now will allow qualified interior designers the ability to submit stamped drawings to the city for their projects. Being in the incredibly magnificent environment of Colorado, I took advantage of the captivating countryside through activities like avalanche training, paddleboarding, hiking, skiing, and road cycling. Then having my sister and niece nearby also offered the ability to indulge in my culinary skills, which are definitely a work in progress, but hey, everybody's good at something, right? As well, a thrilling place to raise my Bernedoodle Willow with my fiance Cole.
This engineer oversees mission-critical infrastructure designs.
Kyle Roberts. Kyle Roberts leads one of the largest civil engineering teams at Burns & McDonnell, the Federal and Aviation Group. He oversees design of critical infrastructure solutions for some of the U.S. Air Force's major weapons systems, including the F-15, F-16, F-22, and F-35 programs. Of the runways he has planned and designed, 5 of them are among the 150 longest runways in the world. Roberts has worked on 5 continents and in more than 15 countries throughout his 16-year career, including in-country stints for engineering work in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2006 and 2018, and in Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom in 2007. He has worked throughout the Middle East, the UK, Australia, and Guam, supporting projects for U.S. military collaboration.
My dad is really who inspired me to want to get into engineering. And he used to teach me all the safety and efficiency things that are built into roads and highways. That's what led me to want to do infrastructure for a living. Anywhere you go in the world, everybody on the planet is touched by infrastructure in some way. My work has taken me away from home a lot in my career. The first country I ever traveled to was Iraq, and living and working with active duty military for a month really showed how the design work that we do at Burns McDonnell makes a difference. I'm incredibly appreciative of this honor from ENR, and being recognized for this helps show the value our company and the service I provide brings to my family. That's who I want to make the most proud, because without their support, I couldn't be doing any of this. I'm looking forward to the challenges ahead as we move into 2021, leading our project teams to make a positive impact for our communities as we move forward.
This engineer and PhD shares her engineering insights with professionals and newcomers alike.
Victoria Scala. Engineering has enabled Scala to combine her passions for construction and learning. After beginning her career with Lowy and Donath as a project engineer, she earned a doctorate in engineering from the New Jersey Institute of Technology. While Scala's project management experience spans healthcare, higher education, financial institutions, and industrial facilities, it was the coronavirus outbreak in New York City that truly put her professional and leadership skills to the test. She and her team converted 400 new hospital beds at Mount Sinai Beth Israel for COVID-19 patients during the height of the pandemic. Scala also oversaw her firm's quick pivot to remote work technologies. Scala is a frequent speaker at Manhattan College's Engineering Awareness Camp and is a proud supporter of NEW, which trains and assists women to successfully enter the building trades and achieve economic self-sufficiency.
Hi, I'm Victoria Scala, president of Lowy & Donath Incorporated in New York City. We have been providing electrical construction services for over 101 years, and we are now a certified WBE. We specialize in healthcare, financial institutions, industrial, and private higher education. I hold a PhD in engineering from the New Jersey Institute of Technology, as well as a bachelor's and master's from Manhattan College in engineering, and I'm also a licensed professional engineer in the state of New York. Prior to my current role, I was an assistant professor at the United States Military Academy at West Point, as well as at Manhattan College. Over the last 10 years, I've been able to work on numerous projects, including the New York Stock Exchange, NYU, New York Presbyterian Hospital, all the way to the iconic MetLife building. This year, the project I'm probably most proud of, though, even though it's not cutting-edge engineering, was powering the vaccine freezers and being able to help in expediting the vaccination process from COVID-19.
This young leader advocates for women in construction.
Sean Sleeth. As a business unit leader of the Sacramento office, Sleeth directs more than 100 full-time McCarthy office and field employees, as well as nearly 300 craft workers in the Sacramento Valley region. A leader that emphasizes supportive team culture, he is the youngest member of McCarthy's executive leadership team and an advocate for the company's Partnership for Women initiative, a national employee-driven resource group that focuses on the recruitment, development, and retention of women in the construction industry. Sleeth has delivered multi-million-dollar high-profile projects, including the St. Joseph Hospital Patient Care Center, the Mission Hospital Acute Care Tower, and the St. Jude Medical Center Northwest Tower, which received the 2016 Excellence in Teaming Award from the Design Build Institute of America. Now Sleeth is taking on construction of the Sacramento area's largest project, the UC Davis Replacement Hospital Tower.
Hey ENR, Sean Sleeth here with McCarthy Building Companies. Just wanted to say thank you so much for the honor of being included into your top 20 under 40. It's a blessing to be included with such a group of talented people across our nation. In a year that's been really challenging, it's really nice to celebrate something special. I also wanted to give just a quick shout out to all of our construction professionals across the nation, including our craft. You know, 2020 has been so challenging and construction has really kept our economy alive. This nation was built on the backs of construction workers since 1776. So keep at it. Thank you and congratulations to all the ENR Top 20 Under 40 winners.
This entrepreneur creates jobs for disadvantaged people of color.
Jennifer Todd. During her nearly 15 years in the construction industry, Jennifer Todd has completed work in 13 states and managed the removal of more than 5 million square feet of hazardous materials. Todd, who was the youngest black woman to be licensed as a general engineering contractor by the state of California, currently serves as president of the second construction company she's founded to date, LMS General Contractors. Following the 2020 pandemic, the construction industry entrepreneur added COVID-19 disinfection services to LMS General Contractors' portfolio of services, and in the process, quickly earned 2 5-year federal contracts to perform this work. A strong advocate for job creation and employee development, Todd created her company's Greener Tomorrow program, which promotes the advancement of unemployed and underemployed inner-city people of color. Currently, more than 30% of the company's workforce is comprised of women.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Todd, and I'm the president and founder of LMS General Contractors. We're a demolition and environmental services company that's based in South Florida, and we do work across the Southeast as well as California. And I want to say thank you to NER for selecting me as one of the top 20 under 40 for 2021. So thank you so much. I mean, 2020 was definitely challenging, but I believe that leadership is about, taking what's happened in the past and definitely moving forward. So I'm looking forward in 2021 to more construction opportunities, more infrastructure work being done, and getting more people into the construction field. I can't wait to see NER's top list general contractors incorporating more women and more minorities in their projects. Thank you so much and look forward to seeing you soon.
This young contractor overcame difficult challenges.
Joel Vandaboom. Vandaboom started Gilbane's Special Project Group after delivering more than $750 million of projects for his first employer, Mortensen Construction. Vandaboom joined Gilbane in 2015 with a mandate to win clients with the most challenging projects. His strategy was to start a special projects group catering to the needs of clients such as Apple, CBRE, JLL, Fifth Third Bank, Bank of America, Dell, and WeWork by supporting numerous national customer agreements with them. The Special Projects Group, which Vandaboom grew from 1 employee to 30, has delivered $200 million and 2.1 million square feet in projects for such clients to date.
Hello, I'm Joel Vandaboom, Midwest Director of Special Projects. I'm greatly honored and humbled to be named Top 20 Under 40 for Engineering News Record, both in Midwest region and national. I'll be taking you through a quick journey of my passions and motivations.
Family. It what drives me to be the best version of myself. All my successes are due to their support, and I'll be nothing without them. Say hi, guys.
Hi, Woody.
Health and wellness. Today is important to guide not only in the workplace, but also in life. Looking out for each other helps drive a culture of care that is a glue to our success. Also, there's no better team building activity than working out together, right, guys?
Yeah.
Work, innovating, adapting, and driving toward common goals for all. This leads to growth, which is uncomfortable at times, but necessary for achieving desired goals, such as our most recent project win. Go ahead, Leo. Our culture, which is our motivation, and this is from quotes and lessons learned from other businesses. Construction on the job site, where a collaborative approach is key and a clear focus on a successful path for subcontractors, our team, and the owner is the common goal. Very proud of all the hard work, grit, and determination of every worker. Everyone makes a difference and is important to our team. Competition. There's a high synergy between leadership in sports and business. Both push individuals to be the best they can be and drive for a common goal, team success. Teamwork makes the dream work. And one of my favorite quotes from Vince Lombardi, strive for perfection to achieve excellence. Thank you.
This hands-on learner took his superintendent talents out west.
Keon West. Growing up watching his father fix cars and houses in Philadelphia, Keon quickly realized he wanted to work with his hands. A voracious learner, particularly of mathematics, Keon earned his bachelor's degree in engineering with a minor in business and economics from Lafayette College and joined Clark after graduating. During his first decade with Clark, West led field efforts on high-rise residential buildings, commercial office buildings, and hotels throughout the Washington, D.C. area. In 2018, he moved to California to join the $1.4 billion Chase Center project, where he was the superintendent responsible for the entire Arena Bowl. Currently, Keon oversees the construction of the San Diego State University multi-use stadium.
Hello everybody, my name's Keon West, superintendent here for Clark Construction. A quick glimpse of who I am. Not used to being honored for things like, ENR recognition. Love what I do. I'm proud to be a part of what I do, running high-rise construction, running projects under construction for stadiums and commercial buildings, things of that nature. And just having the ability to be able to work with tons of different great people, do something I'm proud of, do something I love to do something I'm born to do. That's really all I can say to define myself. I'm happy about everything I'm able to achieve every single day. Every day really is an adventure and a path of growth for me, and I love it. Thanks again for the acknowledgement.
This engineer's aviation practice has taken flight.
Patrick Williams. Williams joined Urban Engineers at its Philadelphia headquarters shortly after graduation to design large-scale, multi-million-dollar projects with the firm's aviation department. 3 years ago, Williams was tasked with leading business acquisition and execution efforts in the Southwest Region office, where he now serves as Southwest Regional Manager, leading the firm's airport and site development, design, and construction. His engineering and management expertise was integral in the success of a runway extension project at Philadelphia International Airport, And his day-to-day oversight of pavement evaluation at Trenton Mercer Airport resulted in over $2 million worth of cost savings to the client. Williams is founder and CEO of Awareness, Inc., a nonprofit organization whose mission is to advocate for those who are unable to help themselves, with a focus on philanthropy and fundraising.
My name is Patrick Williams with Urban Engineers, and I am honored to be recognized as Engineering News Record's 20 under 40 on the national scale, as well as for the Texas and Louisiana regions. My background is mainly comprised of detailed engineering and innovative design for aviation, rail and transit, roadways, and site development markets throughout the country. I personally oversee the construction for each of my designs, as well as assisting my firm in high-level construction management and inspection services for various clients. In addition to serving as the Southwest Regional Leader for my firm, I have always had a passion for organizing community cleanup events, raising significant funds to distribute food to needy families, serving as a judge each year for the youth STEM events to inspire the next generation of engineers, serving as an ordained minister, and many other endeavors. This country's infrastructure improvements are more important than ever. My fellow honorees and I will continue engineering the most advanced design for our clients nationwide.
Our top 20 under 40 is a very impressive group. Justin and I, along with everyone at Engineering News Record, would like to once again congratulate all of our regional top young professionals honorees and to this special group of 20 national winners.
If you know an outstanding candidate for this year's contest, don't miss your chance to submit an entry to ENR's regional Top Young Professionals competition when it goes live this summer. The URL for the contest is on the screen now.
Thanks again for joining us. Please be sure to join us tomorrow for day 2 of our inaugural Top Young Professionals Conference. We'll kick the day off with a great panel on achieving diversity in a time of crisis. See you then.